Technology is something which I always keeping in touch, because that's what you need to be if you are in IT. So that's how I started. I wanted to understand more and more problems and to come up with a solution. And to fulfill that solution in a technology way, you need a team members. So that's how it started. Like I approach this client to understand their problems and to give them a solution. And then I built up a team to help in the technology field and all.
Hi, Namaste. I'm Govind Agrawal from Anaxi Digital Runners. I'm here on behalf of IMA doing a podcast with Mr. Saket Dandotia. This is a very beautiful venue, Delhi College School, and we have a session on innovation and AI today. And Saket is one of speaker here, and the best part of Saket is like, you know, he belongs to Indore for a long while, and his name is a lot of people are aware of Saket in tech scene across the India and now the world also. I'll introduce Saket Dandotia to you. He's like a perfect mix of small town grit and person with big league vision also. Right now he's CEO and co-founder of Onetab AI. Earlier he founded and exited Videoverse, raised $105 million in that venture, and before that he founded Linkitis, which was a software services company based in Indore. He has a long journey coming from Shivpuri to Kota to Indore and now in Singapore. He has moved to Singapore now, and happy to take this talk forward. Saket, will you like to introduce yourself, what you do, rather than me talking about Onetab and Videoverse?
Yeah, sure. I think Govind has covered entire journey and life of entrepreneur playbook of my. But yeah, just to add on, I come from a small town which is Shivpuri, and coming to Indore back in 2005. It's been like more than 20 years spending in this city, and I'm very grateful for this city, because this has given me the entire thrill, success, failure, and the team, more importantly, because this team is my backbone of whatever I am today right now. Right from my first venture, which is Linkitis back in 2011, then Videoverse in 2016, and then now Onetab. So all this is because of the team, people here in Indore who really helped me out in and out, bad and good time, and also have seen a lot of trouble along with my journey. And without this, I think you will not get a good characteristic of a company. The company is like with a strong people who know how to survive in a bad time, and this is what Indore has given me. So I'm very much grateful for that.
Super. Thanks. I guess when you talk about team, Alok Patil, Vinayak has been core part of your entrepreneurial journey. Can you talk about how you met them, and do you know each other before all this happened?
So Vinayak and I met in Kota. We were studying together. He got a BTech college in Pune, and I did my engineering in Indore. So that time we were in a very close connect, and we wanted to do something together, but unfortunately we'll end up in different colleges.
Okay.
And then Alok is a local guy of Indore. He was working in a couple of companies here. I met through my friend, and I proposed him that this is something which I'm thinking of starting something, and I need a technology people who can help me out to fulfill my vision and dream that I was seeing at the time. So he said that, okay, I'm willing to work with you. He, without any condition, like he completely shown a trust on me that something this guy can take me to a different direction. So that's how we started. It was like in 2010-11. He was working in one of the company as a lead developer. So we then started together, Linkites. He joined me as a co-founder, as a CTO, and that's how the journey started together. All three of us. So in 2016, when I was working as a advisor and investment portfolio manager in one of my very early stage seed investor. So that's again the ball rolled back, and I told him that this is what it is. Like, I'm working on this idea, and your venture has invested in my company. So why don't you come and join us and we work together? So that's how we all three get connected.
Super. And you know, like you yourself, like when you founded so many companies, you see yourself as a business person. You are a coder at heart. You are techie at heart. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But like in terms of hands-on work, what particular part of business you have been taking care of?
So I started with business analyst profile, though technology is something which I always keeping in touch, because that's what you need to be if you are in IT. So that's how I started. I wanted to understand more and more problems and to come up with a solution. And to fulfill that solution in a technology way, you need a team members. So that's how it started. Like, I approaches client to understand their problems and to give them a solution, and then I built up a team to help in the technology field and all. But yes, if you are running something which is into technology, you also have to be handheld in what you are doing. So I started with understanding Swift, Kotlin, React, Node, frameworks and all, and then now because we are doing AI and it is a generative AI, so we have to get into this to understand and become a leader, and then only you can able to train your team members, right? So this is how it is. We have to be techno-functional to survive in this IT industry.
So when you started Linkites, I understand it was a service company, like at that time?
Completely a service company. We were working for clients under the likes of American Idol, Sony Pictures, Toyota, Japan. We visited almost like 24 countries during that time, because sitting here in Indore, you cannot able to, promote your services. However, there are like SEO, SMM, a lot of tools are there, you can do it. But I think to build a credibility, you need to go out from Indore, understand the behavior, because customer behavior is totally different from America, and if you are in the part of Japan, it's totally different. So you need to be more in closer to these people, understand them, meet them, build some networking, and that's how we started, and we grow from there.
And this global outlook was since beginning, like
since beginning,
like
the day one we thought like
it gets developed over the years, but with you, was this a differentiator compared to you and thousands of other services company?
So we were very clear from day one that we wanted to work for global clients. That's where the actual margin comes, because if you are working for Indian clients, then we will be just ending up working with Indian, and we have to be more engaged with Indian clients. Whereas other part of the world, you work with these people, but you also in return gain a lot of knowledge, right? In India, you will not. So if you are working with Silicon clients, American, so when you're working during that time, you get to know more and more about the technology, about consumer behavior, what UI, UX standards should be like as a global market. So that gives us to and fro, like services also was happening, but on other side, a team was also learning from these people.
Okay.
And then from very early stage clients, which we were having luckily, we converted those clients as a consultant partner.
Right. And when you talk about team, it's like, finding team in a city, tier 2 city like Indore. Was that ever a challenge? What is your take on team hiring specifically for city like Indore, that whether business is more like, if you get good business, team actually does not matter in terms of the basic skill set or how the local talent looks like. It's all about the opportunity and how you handle it.
So it depends. Like if you are having a organization, it has various departments. So one department which is more into a coding developers, that I think Indore is best, because people are humble here. they wanted to be committed. They don't want to, shop around with other companies here and there, like what happens in Bangalore, Pune, and other cities of India. So, a skill set passing out of these engineering colleges, we used to hire these people and train them for the relevant technology that we are working on. And obviously, IT sees the transformation of every technology in 3 to 4 years. So you need to upscale your team members, you need to train them, you need to cope up with new technologies and all. So that doesn't remain a challenge for us. In fact, that becomes assets and strong, strength for the company, because we can able to hire n number of people at any time from Indore.
Okay.
And they comes with commitment, like they stay with us for 5 years, 10 years.
Yeah.
So that is something very important, because you are training, you are spending a lot of money, guiding them, bringing them into the culture, and culture is very important. Someone understanding your culture and be with you, I think that's an asset.
But don't you feel it's like people talk about productivity, that productivity of an engineer in Silicon Valley is very high, maybe like 10 people team can deliver a lot of things, or if it is Bangalore, then maybe 30, 40, 50 people will deliver a particular objective, while if you go below that, maybe in Indore, you will need to have more people, because productivity is always a challenge. Do you agree with that? Do you have any insights to share?
No.
Of
In
this
fact,
perception amongst founders of Indore also, which I am. And
yeah, I understand. We used to work for Bank of America.
Yeah.
We replaced a team of 40 people with 12 people of Indore. 40 people, I don't know where they are sitting, but they are a global team.
Yeah.
So probably some of them are sitting in Silicon Valley, some of them are in Bangalore, or some of them are other part of the world.
Yeah.
But we replaced them totally with 12 people.
Okay. So it's just a perception, like
it's a perception. If you are taking a right productivity of 8 hours,
yeah,
giving them a break as well, and if they are working on a right direction, I think you will get more productivity. In Silicon Valley, the culture is not 8 hours; it's just 4 or 5 hours.
Okay.
They just work for 4 or 5 hours. That's it, and they discuss about whatever they're working or some other stuffs and all.
Yeah.
Because they have a war room, they enter in the office, they go inside the conferences and they discuss all whatever it is. But in Indore, if you are having team of these developers, they come up directly, sit in front of computer and they start working on it.
Right.
So that is the persona here. But obviously leaders are lacking, because there you need communication skills, you need a little bit more international exposure, where we are not able to find in Indore. So we always kept GTM sales team outside Indore.
Okay.
We never had any single salesperson were not there sitting in our office.
Okay, where were they based in?
All in US or in Bangalore.
Okay. While you were in Indore for a
I was
long
in Indore
period
because
of
I
time?
have to be with the operation team and also coordinating with different time zones of these GTM sales team members, because that's how the sales is generating. You cannot have people here and targeting US in a different zone.
Yeah.
And then you will not find such kind of people who have that appetite to speak in that manner.
Correct.
So this is something which I agree. You cannot have all the dots from Indore, but I think developers are something which everyone should think of. People are very humble and they come with commitment.
Okay.
That's important. And then a little bit communication skill is also there, which is fine for the developer.
Sure.
But for other departments, you need communication, you need some other skill sets, which is lacking.
Okay.
So for that part, you have Bangalore and other part of the country.
Super. And when it comes to domain of your business, it's like when you were working in Linkitis, and like Videoverse and Onetab. Videoverse was a lot of video processing, image processing, that kind of work. That expertise or that interest in video processing, image, and as a sector, I saw your LinkedIn profile, you mentioned these 3-4 as your maybe interest area, your strength areas. Was that developed by a coincidence while you were doing projects in Linkitis, or there was a vision behind it?
So vision was to enter into AI.
Okay.
And to work something in
even
sports.
For Videoverse, like when you were thinking about Videoverse?
Yeah, Videoverse. We started something else, right? We started with shoppable videos.
Yeah.
But we failed. Thanks to the technology and architecture that was not correctly in place. But that failure has teaches us so many things. And that failure allow us to think a little bit out of the box, and from there we came up to this sports live analysis idea.
But when you say failure, it was failure of tech or infrastructure?
Both, because we started very early stage, like we started in 2015. AI was happening more on machine side. You need to train models, and you were not having data, open source data availability.
Okay.
You are not having GPUs over a cloud.
Right.
You need to set up all these in prem and with cost.
Okay.
And then in 2015, you will not able to find a lot of engineers also who can able to do a lot of training.
Correct.
So technology failure, architecture failure, and vision failure, all these was failed completely at that time. Then we sat again and we discussed that something which we are doing is not working in our favor.
Right.
So we need to think a little bit more. So we did a little bit of research and we found that sports analysis is something which we can do,
Okay.
which was only being done by sensors but not on cloud.
Okay.
So if content are going on cloud, we can able to do some kind of analysis. But that time also technology was in favor,
Yeah.
but market trend was not in favor, because many of these people are still on Dish TV and Tata Sky.
Yeah.
Broadcasting
Correct.
was happening, but no OTT platforms. Luckily in 2018, when OTT started coming up, Hotstar got first assignment to broadcast IPL on OTT platform.
Okay.
And Nikhil was used to be the VP of product of Hotstar. He called me up and I was here in Indore. He called me and I flew to Bombay. We met. He said we need to do IPL, key moments.
Yeah.
And you need to provide it all, like you have this timeline.
Okay.
So I came back and we set up a war room. We set up entire team members who are working here and there. Just come and let's focus on this. We need to make sure that this happens.
And how many people team you were?
At the
back
time,
then?
like 40 people.
Only 40.
Only 40 people.
And Linkitis was separate, is
No,
it?
that was a separate.
Okay.
So 40 people in 2018.
Right.
Then it grew up to 300, 400 people
Wow.
in four years.
So, see, this shift into product thinking from a services company is what every service founder, every service IT company founder wants to do, right? But there is a strict protocol that if you are doing services, you will be only be able to do it. You can't do both together. How did you manage to break that myth, or how were you able to manage this?
See, for some certain time, I was also working for both, services also, product also. But then you need to pick one, obviously, because you cannot, run both the different personas, companies, because that has a different business model, this has a different business model. And so what I thought is, like, at that time, when we were failed in doing product,
Yeah.
couple of times, like one is video shopping and all, and then other also a search lens we created using AI and all.
Yeah.
So 2 ideas were failed, and that time also something came up like, yeah, I should go back to services only. Services has a better comfort. It is a profitable company.
Right.
We have like tens of millions of dollars sitting in a bank. But then still that consistency was there to work for product only.
Okay.
So I decided that let have me focus completely on product. The rest of the people who are a part of my linked ITs,
Yeah.
I told them that I need to take an exit, because something which is not in favor, I need to make sure that all the dots are in correct position, and I need to run that product company. Without giving 100%, I cannot take that company.
Wow.
So
But it was being funded by Linkitis revenue?
that time. Yeah,
Okay.
because obviously you need servers, you need people.
Correct.
And we spent like almost close to, if I talk about in INR, close to 2-3 CR we have invested at that time for building up this.
R&D or
which was all
research
completely
kind of
failed.
purposes,
So, yeah,
right?
and it was completely
Wow.
failed. So we came with new idea, I pitched that idea, and luckily we got some investments the very early stage. And then with Hotstar coming on,
Yeah.
and then
As a first
that's the
client.
first customer.
Okay.
Yeah. No, so couple of customers are there, but they are not from India. They are outside India, but they are not that big as compared to Hotstar, because Hotstar was,
And Hotstar became an anchor client for you?
Yeah, anchor
right?
client.
Okay, super.
and then they act as a reference also. Many people, because IPL keep on shifting from various broadcasters. Like it used to be with Hotstar, then
Yeah, the ownership kept
Jio
changing.
came up, and
yeah.
then Sony Live also. So that's
Correct.
how we enter with all these OTT
Oh, okay.
platforms.
You were able to jump.
Yeah. And then we cover 28 plus sports globally. We
Super.
did Bundesliga for football. We did IMG Arena, American soccer and football. Basketball we did. We did tennis.
So when such switch happens, it is more about the network which gets created, like, or it's more about the preparation. And I want you to answer from your
I
heart
think it's more
how
about
that scaling happens.
it's more about the consistency that we have shown throughout our journey developing that product.
Okay. So it is more about tech product, or it is like preparation for that outcome, or it is all about confidence?
Confidence
when you say
obviously
this?
is good, but like I said, every idea, if you are not consistent, it will fail. So I think the main thing that we did is we are consistent throughout that this is something which will work. No
Okay.
matter what, we will work. So I set up a team for tennis, modeling also, AI models also. Then
Okay.
we also set up for American soccer, though we were not having the client at that time.
Wow.
But we were very sure that this is going to happen.
Okay.
Broadcaster will come. I'm not going to set up a sales team right from day one. Let me
Yeah.
first complete that in the engineering technology side. Cricket was done.
Yeah.
98% accuracy was achieved.
Wow.
We were doing it fantastically well. Though we were EBITDA negative at that time also, because one client will not give you that kind of money, right? You have to spend a lot of money with AI servers and all. But we created all the models. Then we set up a team in Europe, America, IMA, Middle East region.
And this
Southeast
is
Asia.
development team or sales team?
Sales team.
Okay.
Development, everything, every development happened from Indore, though we have couple of VCs and VP engineering from Israel
Okay.
and US also. But they are on a very high level. They used
Right.
to guide some of the algorithm architectures and all, but most of those team members sitting here.
Just for audience, whatever highlights when you see an IPL, you see those highlights of, quick catches, sixers, and 2 minutes highlights, and you see all those reels. Most of that for years together must have come from Saket's venture, whatever has been shown across various games, as mentioned around cricket and American soccer, and maybe all sorts of games.
28 plus sports, yeah.
28 plus
That's
sports.
international sports. We also cover regional sports. Kabaddi we used to cover in India.
But then this is technical, right? Like
We have
understanding
subject
kabaddi,
matters, yeah.
understanding this, how many people you, and even if you maybe you hire a kabaddi coach to help you comprehend, you may not get the right set of person. It takes time. Your journey has been like a very fast journey, right? Like I've seen you Linkitis,
Yeah.
then Videoverse, now OneTab. This is almost impossible. Like there is some secret which happens, and you need to please spill out
we
that
cracked
secret.
the code of this. Like you cannot hire a lot of people of these subject matters, right? So we hired a lot of college students
Okay.
across the globe to come and do an internship with us,
Okay.
help us to understand what this whole sports looks like,
Yeah.
what all main parameters,
Okay.
and they work very closely with our data engineering team,
Yeah.
where they guide these people that this is what they have to be, so that we can get that data insights from that clip.
Okay.
So-
because video processing was your expertise anyway.
Video
so-
processing was as well. Like we
Right.
met also for this, right?
Yes.
So we hired a lot of students
Right.
on an incentive and training program. We don't have to pay a lot of money for them.
Yeah.
But they did amazing work for getting this whole AI model training.
But
Done.
how will you get the content, the video content of so many games?
So most of those are open source.
Okay.
We did, and we had an paid API subscription from YouTube. We did a lot of YouTube content extraction and training. But they have the clause that they cannot monetize that. So we need to, pay something for the collaboration, because we are a part of Google Accelerator program. And then Comcast, you must be heard about Comcast, right? So they are a very big broadcasting company in New York.
Yeah.
And they were doing basketball and American soccer.
Okay.
They have given us a lot of content to train, because they wanted to use this technology for that.
Yes.
So that's how, but we never sign a deal with anybody that this is your proprietary content and we will not use it for other. we are using it for training, and we will be building up a proprietary algorithm models,
Yeah.
and this data will be used.
And all this was happening when LLM or training
LLM was not
model
there. Now,
and
if we
this-
talk about, so luckily I
Yeah.
taken an exit in the year 2023
Yeah.
when LLM started coming up. And because you are a tech guy, you understand
Yeah.
where the technology can replace your technology.
Right.
And every 5 years, it's a cycle.
So now suppose if you want to do that again, how fast or
This-
how easy it is now?
If I wanted to, launch
Do videos
something now,
Yeah.
accuracy will not come. Obviously, you need to little bit more prompting and all.
Still train
because
it.
LLM.
Yeah.
Because LLM is more about your data, text data. LLM is still cannot able to recognize anything from the video.
Oh, okay.
So that technology is still
Yet to happen.
we have. LLM is not giving that technology.
Okay.
However, LLM is doing image, LLM is doing document, data extraction, and giving whatever, generating reports and all.
Right.
But that on the go video, recognizing the clip and object is something which is a core proprietary technology which is still working.
Okay.
But LLM has that direct indirect code
Yeah.
to break. Like you can stream over a cloud and then create frames. Like per FPM you can create, for one single frame you can have 20 images frames,
Yeah.
and then pass those frames as a form of image
Okay.
to LLM. So
Okay.
LLM will not take an input as a video, but it will take an input as a image
Super.
and can perform.
But we do some video-based work. Shoot so much
Yeah.
content. This terabytes of data which gets collected, right? And memory is expensive. And back then it must be more expensive.
Yeah.
How did you manage it? Because the output looks very simple.
Yeah.
That you have these highlights coming in,
Yeah.
but it's huge work at the back end.
So you must be heard about AWS credit, right? Every startup used to get 100K credit. We are the only startup who got 100K credit from AWS at a very early stage.
Okay.
Because of GPUs and S3 bucket. Because we are storing a lot of things on server, right?
Okay.
And today also, if I see, most of the burn is going on server only.
Correct.
And we are paying because we are at, when I exit from the company, it was like $65 million ARR.
Okay.
And 30% of the cost of this revenue is going on a server
On
side.
processing. Wow. When you talk about exit, this was one question I want to ask on behalf of all founders, that, when you say you exited Videoverse, then you need to exit your team or leave your team also. Does that happen? Like when you move from Linkitis to Videoverse to Onetab, what happens to team? Because every time there are core people who help you succeed, right? What happens to people through this when this transition happens?
So there are a lot of NDAs and indemnities you need to sign when you are doing this whole exit. You cannot use the same team
Correct.
for a time period. So that's happened with me also. I have signed 3 years of contract that I cannot be with the same team in the same domain which I started. So those teams still in connect. They are calling me for any problems and all, and I used to resolve them because I am still on a board.
Yeah.
I exited from my shares and position, everything, but as a board advisor, I am still there on that company. So obviously someone is in problem and they comes to me and I talk to the people and then resolve it. But
Okay.
yes, that connects used to broke.
But you need to create like new teams all the time?
Every time, every single time.
Wow.
Now also
It's
the
a
team is
big pain,
entirely,
right?
entirely
Like-
different.
It's a big pain to create team, or...
But that's the beauty of Indore.
Are you good paymaster?
We are paying good now these days.
Okay.
The time when we started Linkitis, we were not.
Okay.
But I think those time team has helped us. They trust us, they believe on us, and they started working with us. The companies sitting there in IT Park, they have like heavy pocket compared to what we were there at that time.
Okay.
So why
You're
would
pretty
we go?
big now, huh? For
So now we
everyone
are also
out
doing
there.
the same thing, like what they have done in the
Okay.
past. We are also doing the same thing.
Okay.
We have their leaders. They used to hire our leaders at very early stage. Now we are hiring their leaders.
Super. To build a successful venture, it's more about having good preparation, or it is all about confidence? Like a lot of people
I
just
think-
keep thinking,
I think
"मैं यहाँ हूँ, छोटा सा-"
passion is very important.
Okay.
Confidence obviously everyone should have, because that's the main thing, that's a motivation, otherwise you will not be working on anything. Like, so confidence is very important, that should remain with a founder. But I think passion is very important, because if you are doing and starting something, you need to be passionate throughout. These days what happens is, like, people used to start and then after 6 months they see other people doing something
Correct.
different,
Competition also
and then
jumps in.
they lose their passion on that idea and then start thinking something else.
But a lot of time that happens because not about passion, it's more about you not getting a customer or not reaching to product market fit kind of scenario.
That might happen, because if you have not picked the right problem which people are looking for,
Yeah.
then this will happen.
Okay.
You need to pick a right problem which actually people are looking for. It's not just about you are thinking that AI came
Yeah.
and I will solve this problem using AI, and then you started working on it, but that is not the actual need of the people.
Okay. And how do you explore these ideas? Like, where do you look for inspiration? What you do differently, which a lot of people may not be doing at present?
I think I'm very much consistent and I'm very much determined, and I just work on the direction. That's it. Nothing. I don't do anything else, but I don't give up.
Okay.
If something comes up, I will be 100% on it, no matter what people are saying. They might be wrong, they might be right, but if you have started something, unless you taste the water, unless you have seen something which is the last point where you have to give up, you should not. You need to be very consistent and motivated and passionate on what you are doing. An idea needs to be picked up in a way that you need to understand what actual people are looking for. You cannot just simply put anything and start working on it.
But when you were working on Toch, TOCH,
Yeah. You remember that name, right?
I
Yeah,
remember everything. It's like,
that
I've
was the
been
first name.
following you for
Yeah.
a while now.
Yeah.
So that people will buy, like your jacket today, and people will see this podcast and would like to buy this jacket. You were thinking about all this in 2014, 15,
Yes,
even
yes.
before that, I guess. Come on, like if you say this was the need, today it is, the influencer world
Now
and the
they're tagging,
Bollywood and
Instagram
how
and all,
Hollywood is
everything is-
happening.
yeah.
But you were doing this much ahead of its
We were
time.
doing it in 2014.
You can't say that this was need of people at that time.
I think that time...
Like Zudio was not there.
Zudio was not
is
there.
now there. I can get similar or maybe similar looking but not same quality jacket at Zudio.
Right.
Maybe. But those were not the days, right? E-commerce was not that relevant. Why will you not think about Flipkart rather than thinking about video-based shopping?
So we have integrated with Zubong at that time. Zubong
Okay.
was acquired by Myntra.
Correct.
So we did very piloting with them. But because we were dependent, we were not a marketplace, we are a technology provider. So we were giving this technology to those because we are not having any inventory, right?
Yeah.
You need to pull the inventory, search and take those people to the right checkout page.
Okay.
But those people were not in need, and this was happening in China, by the way, at that time. China was doing very nice in this domain, where you can able to search, and they were tagging a lot of products on TikTok.
Okay.
And doing video shopping and all. But in India, it doesn't picked up at that time.
Yeah.
Now also, I have not seen any such player came into the market where they are selling anything on video shopping or they are searching anything.
Correct. So much YouTube usage, 8 hours of mobile usage per day, but I guess.
So
do you feel this was too ahead of its time and the product market fit never happened?
Yeah, I think, but I took a right decision at that time, right?
Yeah, of course you have made the right switches at the right. Even leaving Videoverse would have been a difficult decision, I guess. But you want to become Shah Rukh Khan of generative AI. That's what you mentioned.
No, they have picked up, but never ever. So I told my PR team also at that time, what is this, yeah? So, anyways.
No, is it true now? Like, how do you see your Onetab? People, Onetab is the new venture of Saket. Starting from day 0, go to Onetab LinkedIn page. You will see individual posts just like any startup does. You will not believe that this is an entrepreneur who raised $105 million, sold at whatever, $250 million. I don't know the right figure. But if you see Onetab LinkedIn post, they talk about, getting into NVIDIA startup. They talk about Google startup and being part of it, just like a normal startup. That's humility, I guess, of what I saw on your LinkedIn pages.
No,
of
I think
Onetab,
because if you are success in
like
one,
day zero.
obviously,
right now.
if you are getting a success in one startup, it doesn't guarantee that you will be getting the similar success in your next startup. So you need to put same effort, same pain you need to take
Yeah.
to be successful in your another startup, because nowhere is written like you are successful then you will be successful in another thing.
Correct.
So same effort, same thing, same day one, same
you have
customer
that energy
feedbacks,
left.
testing, yeah, everything.
And you have that energy left
I
to do all
used to
this.
sit, like I still work for 12-13 hours. I start very early. I saw your ping in the early morning itself.
Yeah.
So I have to and this is my last effort, which I think I wanted to become a unicorn founder. So luckily
Sure.
I think I can be.
Okay.
Let's see.
For sure, we are rooting for you. We want, do give Indore due credit when you become one. Right now also, very happy that you belong to Indore. Indore बनेगा number one. Indore का हमेशा से ही एक aim रहा है, and
for sure.
you have made that happen. So happy for you. Keep coming to Indore now and keep inspiring us.
Absolutely.
I'd like to thank Saket for all the time he has given, accepted this invitation to come to this event also, and then accepting for doing this podcast. Please follow him, and it's an inspiration for all founders who feel that they are from small city, but Saket and the team, you go through Alok Patil and their backgrounds, you will always feel connected, and they made it happen. So most probably we all can make it happen, and we root for Saket. Thank you, Saket, for
Thank
all
you.
your
Thanks,
time.
Govind. Thanks for your time. Thank you.
Yeah.